Hey guys, so this is OTR Vlogger episode 2. So let's. A lot of things happened after the first vlog. So after I finished up with the load, as soon as I moved my truck, because I got the call from Walmart saying, "Oh hey, the trailer's been unloaded. Come over and get your paperwork and get out." So as soon as I moved my truck, I lost a bunch of hours. Now the way our e-logs are programmed at my company is if you sit for 2 hours and you lost time, you regain back. So I've been sitting there for roughly 4.5 hours, and as soon as I moved the truck, my 14 went from being at 9 hours and 47 minutes down to 5 hours and 50 minutes and counting. So, and my deadhead was over 6 hours for my pickup over in Johnsonburg. So I already knew I wasn't gonna make it. So I just hooked up to the trailer, got my paperwork, got out, and I pushed it as far as I could, and ended up spending the night at a pretty nice service plaza on a toll road. So that was pretty good. However, though, I didn't get to roll out until 2 o'clock or so, and over there, there was also a lot of scheduling mix-ups. So when I was initially given the load, or given the information for that load, my glasses are a little crooked there. When I initially got the info for that load, they said it was going to be the pickups between 7 and 10 o'clock that night. I was already late, so I was like, I'm not even going to make it. So, I already sent a message to my dispatcher, who was, he was already asleep by that point, so he was going to see it in the morning. But I told him, hey, I'm shorted on hours, I'm not going to be able to make it, so I'm going to shut down and go from there. And he was like, all right, cool. Then eventually I got in touch with the shipper. They said, well, I explained them the situation and my pickup time and everything, and they told me, okay, well, the best we can do right now is 7 o'clock at night. So I'm like, all right, cool. This is kind of where the issues start to kick in. Midway heading over there, I find out that the actual appointment time for that load was between 10 and 1 in the morning, or 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. So, I mean, I was already late, obviously, but I could have saved a whole bunch more time had I known about that part. And I don't know, and this was already made aware to the broker and the shipper. They were on that page. I have no idea why my dispatcher told me, around this time to do this. I mean, I had mentioned them prior to that I wanted to keep moving and whatnot, but the issue that I had, or that I don't know if that was ever communicated to the broker or the shipper. Kind of one thing, if you're looking to get into I guess the more logistics side of things when it comes to trucking, is make sure you're really good at communication. If everyone, the shipper, the driver, the shipper, the receiver, the broker, and your dispatcher all need to be on the same page. Especially like if it's the broker and the receiver or shipper, excuse me, it's whatever. Especially if those two, like the broker and the receiver are out of the loop, or the broker or the shipper are out of the loop, things go out of rot, go crazy. So make sure to have proper communication. From there, I was able to load up. The load itself is actually, I mean, the place I pick up at for that particular load is usually it's usually heavy, but they usually get the load weights right and legal, because they know, there's a tandem restriction in that area, so they have to keep it legal. So from there, it was just a matter of just trying to get it down. The only other real issue I found was just trying to work at nights, because I've been working early in the mornings the entire time, so my body was still set to me being asleep by that point. So it was just kind of a matter of trying to stay awake, which I had a lot of coffee for. The other thing too was, and this is something that a lot of you new drivers will have to learn, is the best times and the worst times to run. Back in the day, a lot of drivers were using paper logs, so you would tend to see a lot of drivers just constantly running and doing illegal runs using paper logs. But with the e-log system, now they're forced to run legally. Now, which is, on one hand, yes, everything is legal now, but on the other hand too, because everyone's basically running at the same time, everyone's basically shutting down at the same time. So if you have a lot of drivers running in the morning, they're going to be shutting down. They're going to already be shut down at night, and you're going to have a lot of parking filled up. So one of the biggest issues is, finding parking. Now, I was able to luck out and find a lot of legal parking, so that was good. But one thing you might want to do as a driver is make sure to swallow your pride when it comes to how you work, because some guys they really like hauling hard, running down to the last minute and parking like that. Which, I mean, if you know your route, like I've done that with I-10 West heading to California, just because I know that route literally like the back of my hand, so I know where I can get parking and where I can't get parking. For other drivers though, if you just don't know the area, don't try and act like, oh, I'm a super trucker. Like, just focus on getting into a safe legal spot, because it's not worth your hours, it's not worth the fines, it's not worth any of that. I guarantee you that load isn't worth anything. If you're running that hard and you're that hungry for money, you're probably doing something wrong, and you're probably doing something wrong with your finances to make you run that way. Back to the matter at hand. So because it was a late pickup, that meant the delivery was going to be late as well. So the delivery was initially set for Saturday at 11 a.m. And I told the day prior, I told my shipper or my dispatcher, hey, look, I'm not going to be able to make it. On Google, it says these guys are open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So I could make it within that time frame, but I'm trying to get in touch with the receiver, with the customer, to see if they can verify this, to confirm it. I haven't heard anything from the customer to this point, and my dispatcher just said, okay, cool, and he reset the entire appointment between 11 a.m. and 5:30 p.m. Here in Dallas-Fort Worth. So from there, I was like, okay, well, I mean, I haven't confirmed anything yet, but I guess I have to run it now. So I go ahead and get it to the location. I get it there like around 5:05 or so. Here's the issue though. There was literally nobody in the parking lot. Literally nobody in the parking lot at all. I looked around, knocked on the doors, not a single car in the parking lot, no signs of anyone working that day at all. And I called the weekend dispatcher, and he said, yeah, we don't think they're even open that late on a Saturday, so you might have to wait till Monday to deliver. He said I could go home, but the thing is like, and I'll go and do a video about how to regulate your hours and whatnot at some point, but I was already shorted on hours to actually to get to San Antonio, so sorry about that. And I was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and take it to a truck stop. I'm gonna do a 34-hour reset here, because I don't even have the hours to get back to San Antonio, so I'll just deal with it Monday morning. So that's where we're at right now. So I'm currently at a private truck stop right now, because I did not really trust Dallas-Fort Worth too much with being, with safe parking. There's a lot of unwanted people around here, particularly lot lizards and other people that want to try and get in your trailer. So I figured a private truck stop with actual guards and whatnot was the safest bet for the weekend. So that's where I'm at right now. On the one hand, it gives me time to decompress a little bit. I got a shower in last night, so I'm feeling pretty refreshed as well. And it's given me some time to start reevaluating some things. I got a lot of plans and a lot of projects coming up soon. This basic kind of setup for the vlogs and whatnot is just how I'm going to be for most of these types of videos. There's other videos that I've already re-recorded my video on how to look for a trucking job, and I got a couple other videos I'm going to go ahead and record at some point as well, and get those edited up in a much more nicer, neater fashion with like a proper intro and outro and everything. And you know, that way it's a bit more enjoyable, and kind of the idea is to be more informative. So but if you like the content, please like, subscribe if that is something you want to do. I'll try and get this up soon. It's already going on a little over 10 minutes, but you know, it's whatever. But I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe and keep tracking. Bye bye.